support and resistance. I want to talk about, as a forex trader, how to go about support and resistance, the easiest way, how to use even indicators in order to reduce a lot of stress from your side, right? Now, let me describe what we already know in this, right? Let me just put some descriptions already. So what we just talked about is just how you can identify support and resistance in more easier way, right? So these things are very, very simple. Yes, it depends on how you tend to spot your support and resistance and the way you tend to like just plot them. Like this is more of like graphs. The candles represent people. I've said this lot and lot of times. You just have to understand how this whole thing works. And once you can understand, everything becomes so perfect, right? So that is what we need to just learn. So on my screen, let me just explain what we mean by support, right? So yeah, let me click this. Now, when you see movements, maybe like you see movement like this, right? You see movement like this to the point of this, right? So to the point of this, don't just pay attention to what I'm doing. Don't be confused, right? When you see movement like this, right? How do you know your support? How do you know your resistance, right? So you have to know that, like when the market got to this particular area, there was a move up. So that means there was something here that made it to stop. If not, it would have been going down. So that means there are a lot of buyers around this zone that came into the market in order to push it up. And also the same thing repeated here. So that made this place a very good zone. That made it a very good zone. And what is this zone? This zone is the support. So automatically, this is the support area. We take this as our support, you know. Don't mind my stuff. So we take this as our support. Then where will be our resistance? Resistance is at the top, right? And when we look at this will be our resistance. This will be our resistance because the market has respected here 2 times, so this is double top and this is double bottom. Now for those of us that knows how to trade this, it tends to be very, very good. That is double top, that is double top and double bottom. So these are support and resistance. This is just how to identify your support and resistance. So how do you trade where the market is currently? So your trading strategy will be, if this market should get to this resistance point and gives you entry, maybe candle confirmations. Maybe you are talking about the hammer. You are talking about the bullish candles. This will be more of like the best time to enter your trades. Yes, we have lot of candles confirmations. So that is one thing you have to note there, right? You have to note those things there. So how can we apply this now to, maybe like, how do we apply this now to our chart? Maybe you want to use shortcuts. You don't know how to just identify your support and resistance easily. But it is very, very good you practice all the way around, right? Don't forget to treat support and resistance. Your chart needs to get to your support and resistance. Then you start looking for candle confirmation. Maybe a golfing bearish or bullish candles, doji candles, the hanging man, the harami. So we have the tweezer top. These are confirmation candles, and you have to be very, very good when trading those, right? So let me go to the daily time frame in order to make the stuff easier for us. Yes, let me go to the daily time frame. so we can spot out our support and resistance. Now, by looking at this alone, guys, you all know that the market came here, respected these zones. Now, it has respected these zones again. So now you can determine here as your resistance. That place can be determined as your resistance because here this place respected it. Now, this place also respected it also. So now our support, we can take here as our support, guys. Yes, we can take there as our support. For something to be recognized as support and resistance, you need like you need three candles to enter the same line, right? So you should always know that also as support, right? So you have to be very, very careful. So you guys don't forget, we want to go to the shortcut. So you just have to exercise patience, guys. So you can keep on, identifying your support and your resistance. Now, these candles enter here, respected in that particular area. Here, you can also draw here as an important zone. So this can be more of like, this is support respect to this particular area, right? Why here becomes a resistance to this area, to this support. Now, you don't know how to identify the right place of these things and you need a shortcut. So what is the best way to go about it? Now, let's clean our chart, right? So all you have to do is you have to click indicators, right? You have to click indicators. After clicking indicators, the next place to go when you click indicators is to click, just type support and resistance, right? Support and resistance, right? So once you click, you type support and resistance, this is the one you will click, support and resistance MTF flux chart, right? So you can click that one, right? You can click that one. Once you click, you see that it automatically draws your support and your resistance for you, right? You can see that here is support. How is here support? Because if you see, here is support because this line enters, here also entered, here entered, and the previous areas also enter. So that becomes support. Here is resistance because this chart entered, this chart entered, this chart entered, and that is how to draw this. Now, other settings you have to do in order to be in order for these indicators to work perfectly for you is, you can click the indicators under your setting. Under settings, you can support and resistor count. You can click 2. Yes, that is still okay. If you need zones, like you want it to identify the zones areas, you can also mark your zones. Then on the chart level, what are the areas of charts you want? You can also mark that also. So let's just say we need from the 4-hour time frame, depending on the kind of trader you are. We need 4 hours, we need the daily, we need the weekly, or you need the daily, you need the 1-hour time frame, depending on the kind of trader you are. If you want to enter trade that day and leave, always know the time frame to follow, right? So this is it. I'm using 4 hours, 1 hours, and then I'm using the weekly time frame as my setup for this, right? So let's see. Let's go to the setting one more time. You can go to style, and then you can decide to put label, or you just remove the label from the chart. So now already with this, you already know what to trade by looking at this chart. Now when the price got here, when the price got to this level, you already know what to do. The next thing is you go to the lower time frame to look for your candle confirmations. So next video, I'm going to discuss more on how to identify candle confirmations, and this is going to improve your trade. So without even stressing yourself, you can simply use the easiest way of using indicators to draw your support and resistance, and then You can go to the lower time frame as low as 30 minutes or 15 minutes to look for your candle confirmation. This depends on the kind of trader you are. So you guys should always note that depending on the kind of trader you are, that will determine the time frame you should be looking at, right? And the candle confirmation you should also be looking at on these particular zone areas. So please, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more, guys. See you in the next video.